Hi, it's Danielle from VA Lifestyle Design. Today, I would like to give you a quick tip about what I've observed with people having success getting up and running really fast with online work and starting to be a freelancer, and sometimes when it can be a bit slower. And something that I've really noticed is a big differentiator there is the clarity of a goal that you set when you're first starting out. So having something really fixed in your mind and committed to as a decision that this is what I'm going to do, as opposed to, oh, this is exciting, I wonder if I could do that, I'm interested. There's so much difference when you set a goal. So I wanted to kind of give you some tips there around, what type of goal should you set, when is it effective, all that kind of thing. So there's two key things that I wanted to share. The first one is that the goal that you set should have some hard numbers or dates related to it. So it could be, your income goal, your monthly income goal that you need. It could be the number of clients that you want to work with. It could be the hourly rate you're starting out at. It could be the date by which you're going to have finished studying or finished setting up your online presence and starting to reach out to clients. It could be the date on the calendar that you land your first client. Anything it could be. And that's the thing, is it doesn't need to be the same for everyone. It can be what's resonating most for you, what's getting you most excited, but just something that has some hard numbers or dates around it. Another one that I just thought of, which is a really effective one, is an action goal around the time block that you'll spend each day for a certain period of time researching and applying to online job opportunities. So you don't have to set a separate number goal for each one of those things that I just mentioned there. I was kind of throwing out ideas of different angles you might want to take it. And one or two of those is going to be most relevant for you and your personal situation and what would actually transform things for you. So to give you an example there, like when we first got started, the goal that I had set in my mind, I didn't have this, I guess, written down on paper or anything, and you don't have to write it down on paper either. You can if you choose to. But I'm talking about like mental decisions here. So the decision that I had made and the goal that I had set was, I'm going to work online full time. Okay, so to me that meant, about 40 hours total a week. That was my goal. I didn't set a rate goal. I didn't set a number of clients goal. I didn't set, a goal about what type of exact work it would be. It was more just about full-time work. And that was what was most relevant to me at the time. It's changed every time I set, new goals, whether it's going into a new year or into a new stage of the business, it's always different. But at the very, very outset, before I had ever worked online for a client before, that was the goal, full-time work. And so, yeah, make a decision there, have it in your mind, and have all your decisions, pan around that. So when I was looking for full-time work, if a client said that they have a short-term project, I would kind of like, try and decline it and look for something else. So, and all that kind of thing. So all my decisions were based around that. If your decisions are going to be based around the hourly rate that you want to charge or need to charge, then your decisions can be based around that. So instead of, being held back at all by thinking, oh, I can't start at a low rate, that's completely fine. You can just set your number or your goal on the hourly rate and then put all your energy from there on into asking yourself the question, okay, what do people do when they start out at this rate? Do they have a blog? What does their website presence look like? What type of clients do they work with? All that kind of thing. You can put all your energy into that specific thing that is the most relevant for your situation, for what you're excited about as you're getting started with your first clients. Okay, so that's the first one. It should be a numbers or dates-based goal. And the other thing is that the goal doesn't need to be, in your perception, overly ambitious. It doesn't need to be, I'm going to build a service-based agency and have a blog where I'm posting every week and, have 20 clients coming in the first month. You don't need to approach it like, oh, I'm building an online business. You can take it in baby steps. When you're first getting started out, the thing is that you don't have a personal experience as to what actions working online bring what exact results. You're kind of going based on what you've heard in videos like this one or what you've read in blog posts, all that kind of thing. So you need your own personal experience there. And so you can start off with just baby steps. You can just go, okay, I'm not necessarily committing to, this is my long-term career. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to, build this out into an entrepreneurial service-based business where I have a full website and blog. But what I'm going to do is I am going to get my first online job by X date. And that's what I'm going to do. And from there, you can assess, okay, what's the next goal? What's the next step? How am I going to improve? How am I going to improve? But, I think sometimes people get held back when they feel like they have to start this service business right out of the gate. And I feel like that was one of the benefits that I had at the outset getting started, was that my goals weren't that ambitious. I was just like happy to get a job. And there's so much room for rapid progress when you're clear on what your goal is and you're not setting the expectations too high on yourself. You're not trying to start blogging when you've got no experience and you don't know, what to write about in the first place. You're just like, okay, I can just do this. What's my goal? Start out here, and then from there, once I've achieved that, I'll work out where I'm going to take it next, and if I really enjoy this and what angle is going to suit me best to specialize. So I hope that helps, guys. Set a number on your goal, whether it's a date or a time or an amount, and don't be too concerned about having big entrepreneurial goals. It's just setting a framework of, this is what I've decided and this is what I'm going to do, and then I'll assess my results when I get there. All right, I hope that helps. Talk to you soon.